welcome to this extra meeting of Children, Families and Education, which will become clear why it is an extra meeting. I'm Councillor Susie Horton. I'm the Cabinet Member for Children, Families and Education. And this meeting is being webcast to allow the public to attend remotely if they so wish. As it says, please be advised that public seating area is not in view of the camera, but I can tell you there's no one here at the moment. Bit of housekeeping and safety information. If the continuous fire alarm sounds, please evacuate the room by the stairwells, don't use the lifts, and assemble in front of Queen Victoria in Guildhall Square. To comply with the Guildhall Trust's fire marshal regulations, if you did sign in, please sign out. And regarding the live web streaming, it is going to be live streamed. If you're speaking, you will be on camera. And remember to use the microphones and then to switch them off afterwards. Okay, we'll go to introductions. I'll start to my left. Karen.
Good morning, Karen Martin from Democratic Services.
Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Angela Mann, Finance Manager for Children, Families and Education.
Good morning, Sarah Daly, Director of Children, Families and Education.
Good morning, I'm Kate Mullen. I'm Interim Head of Inclusion for Portsmouth City Council.
Welcome to all of you. She says turning off. So the first item is apologies for absence. Have we had any apologies for absence?
No, Councillor Democratic Services hasn't had any.
Okay, thank you. I haven't had any apologies either. So the item 2 is declarations of members' interest. So it's just, I'm the only member here. So my declaration is that I am Vice Chair of Governors at Craneswater Junior School. I don't think it has any no impact on this whatsoever. Morning. Do you want to come down here, or do you want to? You sit up there. Do you want to introduce yourself while you're sitting down? Because we've just done introductions.
Hi, Councillor Chris Dyke, Portsmouth Independent Party for Paulsgrove.
Thanks, Chris. It's going to be a super quick meeting. Okay, right. So I think we'll just get on to the single item, and Angela will introduce it, and we can assume that we've read it. Highlights, please, and probably just an explanation of why we've got this special meeting.
Thank you. So this report details the proposed funding that we're going to pass out to early years providers in the different age categories, including the new entitlements from April. As is our normal process, we went out to consultation, and the feedback that we've had for the consultation is included in the report as well. The reason why it's come to a special meeting is because we had notification that we were asked to bring forward our notification to providers from our statutory date of 31st of March to the 20th of February. And it was after we'd set all of our different dates, and, you know, it's dependent on the consultation, etc. So we've been able to bring this paper now, and it will go through due process so that providers would be able to be informed by the 20th of February as requested by the Department for Education.
Thank you very much, Angela. So the reason we got it today is just due to various deadlines, and having it today allows the call-in time for the meetings in order that we can meet the DFE's deadline around the announcements to the early years settings. The only other point, Sarah, did you want to highlight anything, or you?
No, not at this time, but if you've got questions.
Are there any questions or comments from you, Chris?
No questions.
Okay. So it's probably just worth highlighting, this is focusing on the early years bit only of the DSG, and that the consultation was thorough. There was feedback, and we've also had additional feedback as well. And the only point that I would like to raise is the fact that there is a 5%, we are allowed to retain 5% of the money the rest of the money is passported onto the early years settings. And I'd just like to place on record what we do with that 5% is so valuable. And I think the early years settings really do value that as well. Of course, they will want more money passported to them. Wouldn't everyone? Because they, as businesses, are also suffering the same challenges that the council is suffering and everyone else is suffering around inflation and energy costs, etc. But I think I just want to emphasise the excellent services that we run within the council on that money, and thanks to those officers who work so hard, and thanks also to the early years settings who engage with them, challenge them, and also and give a lot of positive feedback. So that was my main point. In terms of the actual DSG, it's very clearly set out, the amounts that are going out, and the sooner we can get them to them, the better. And that's really my comment. So unless officers or Chris have any other comments, I'm happy to approve this. Let me get the wording right. The recommendation is that I approve the early years funding formula for under 2s, 2, 3 and 4-year-olds as set out in section 5 and the budget in appendix 1 of the report. And the rest of the DSG will go to the next decision meeting. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming, especially at such a short but important meeting.